Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with something fun. As you guessed from the title, the name of the day's story is What If Naruto Discovered the True Masters of Chakra? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. And before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my other channel as well. And one more thing, I kind of got this idea when I was reading your comments on Apollo Uchiha's last video, one of you guys said like Kishimoto's real motive was to actually integrate mana into Naruto's world instead of chakra. So yeah, that was a cool concept and I thought, you know what? Maybe we should look into this and do something on our own. So here it is. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Now without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins with the 5-year-old Naruto Uzumaki, who was currently at the back of the Hokage monument, deep into the forest. Someone has told him into the play area that there were berries found there that were protected by shadow people of the forest. They are quite sweet and taste good and makes you powerful if you get there, but they are protected by the shadow people. Nobody has seen them, only glimpse of their shadows, and that is why not even the shinobis ventured there, because many of them believe they're rumored to be true. But Naruto, being Naruto, was curious now. He was already hated by Konoha, was an orphan, and had little to no friends. So seeing as it was not gonna bother anyone and no one was gonna stop him, out of his curiosity he just went there. And he now was stuck. Oh man, where did they come in from? Said Naruto, scratching his head a bit worried as he was looking back into the forest that was in front of him in the form of an ocean. Gigi's gonna kill me if he finds out I got lost in the forest, especially in one where people said that there are shadow people. As that is when Naruto heard crunching sounds of sticks underneath someone's feet. What the? Who is there? Said Naruto, now being a bit afraid, as no sound came as everyone and everything within a forest became still. It was evening, and it gave Naruto a dread like nothing ever before, because forest has never been still, could never be still. Naruto began to run, and someone was chasing after him. The rustling into the bushes, trees, as well as the crunching sound of the earth, as well as stones and tree branches cranking underneath the feet, were following him. That is until he turned behind to see a shadow person onto him, and his eyes widened in fear, only for him to head first into a tree and knock himself out clean. The last thing he saw was the shadow standing over him. As then, he was passed out cold. Naruto woke up and gasped and stood up straight. Ow, my head! As he looked around, it was a small hut that was he in, made out of tree branches as well as animal skin. It had a small opening on the top from where the smoke from the fire was going out that was lit within. It was laying down on a makeshift bed from tree leaves and whatnot. Where am I? Naruto thought to himself. That is when the opening opened and the same shadow person came in. The only thing that was visible was the eyes. It was a bit older than Naruto, but it sat down in front of him and took off its head covering, revealing golden hair that was at best shoulder length and pointy ears. Aside from that, everything about her looked human. And yet she was not, Naruto could tell. Her eyes were different as well. They were blue but lighter toned than his own. As Naruto, with a head bandage, looked towards her. Who are you? I could ask you the same. Who are you? And how did you get through in the barrier we placed? As Naruto was left stunned. Barrier? I didn't see any barrier. Interesting, said the girl with narrowed eyes. As that is when an elder voice came in. Miranda, are you inside? With the boy. Yes, grandmother. Come outside this instant. Yes, look, whatever happens, this stays between us. Got it? As Naruto nodded, while his jaw hung low. As now the girl named Miranda left, as the elder woman went inside. My name is Eleanor. I am the Grand Elf. Elf? What do you mean? Aren't you shinobis or people? Like us? So we really have become myth, huh? Or non-existent? How can you say that? I mean, you're in front of me, aren't you? Because of how you speak, my dear boy. We at one point lived with humans in harmony, before that woman came along and her children, who gave humanity power, promise, which we knew would be disastrous. So we left, knowing fully well that if we stayed, we too will become corrupt. Corrupt? What do you mean? We have observed. I myself have observed. I was a little girl back then. I have seen firsthand the destruction, deaths, as well as wars that humanity has fought with this chakra, as it call it. Not knowing it always existed, but was just a name that was stolen by her children and her. What are you talking about? I am talking about the history of the shinobi world, as you say. I have seen it as I have grown before my eyes. That is when Naruto was standing still. He couldn't believe it. This Oba-chan was saying, first of all, she was not a human, an elf, which he did not knew what was it to begin with. And then she said that she has watched growing up the history of the shinobi world. Naruto wanted to laugh, but he was in a situation where if he did, he knew he would be in trouble. So he remained quiet. How did you get through the barrier that we have placed? I didn't see any barrier. Impossible. It is invisible, but humans, they cannot get through it. They would just turn around and act like that they have lost their way and then just leave. I just went in and forgot my way, and I was going to leave when I met Miranda over there, as that is when Eleanor, the elder elf, then said, "Miranda, come inside." As the young elf girl then came inside, a bit embarrassed, as she looked towards Naruto with narrowed eyes. "I told you to keep this between us." I'm sorry. I'm just shocked and confused. How can anyone survive this long and nobody would know about them? I mean, I did not know elves existed. I don't even knew what they were before I met you. As that is when Eleanor then said, "We are the true people who kept the nature alive, kept the essence, the life force of this world alive, the true chakra alive. The humans just took it from the world and used it and abused it as power. I have seen it. The one you call the Sage of the Sixth Path, he started this after he betrayed the elf clan." And now Naruto stood straight. Sage of the Sixth Path was a figure he, alongside many other, knew about. A legendary shinobi or an older figure who gave away the paths of chakra and how to use it to the shinobi world, establishing it. How can you say that? He arrived when I was a young girl, and he learned our ways. He said that he would bring harmony and peace everywhere, but all it did bring was destruction, death, and false promises. As that is when Naruto's head was clutched and something was hurting him from within. Is something wrong with you?" said Miranda. "I don't know. My head hurts." As Eleanor then said, "Must be the QB I can sense. One of the beads he created." As the elder lady then said, "Show me." "Show you what?" said Naruto, clutching his head as it was hurting already. He did not understand what else was, what was going on, what was the sage, what was this history. He just wanted to go home and forget about this all, like a nightmare or a dream. But then the elder lady got close, pulled up his shirt, and then placed a hand onto the matrix that appeared that Naruto had never noticed before. What did you do? This was already upon you. As suddenly, from within Naruto, red chakra in the form of molten lava began to come out, and then take a shape of a small fox, who was equally amazed, shocked, and angry, as Naruto literally jumped away from it because it was a nine-tailed fox, but in a smaller form. How can you be so sure? How can you tell that my father lied? You were just a tool created by him to help out the shinobi world, isn't it? As Kurama nodded, then you tell me, child, how do I know so much? And how do I know about you? Because he told and revealed his grand plan to us. 9 pillars of society, he said to you. To us. But in return, you are all nothing more than slaves, weapons for them. Humanity was bound to use and abuse this power. That is why we elves, the true defenders of Chakra, has used Chakra just to power this world, give it strength and keep it intact, while humanity on the other hand has done nothing more than just to destroy it with its wars and nonsense. That is why we elves left, have remained hidden, and I'm sure that you would have been aware of us. As Kurama nodded, my father told me that elves exist, and they were the true masters of Chakra. Far more than he or even the Otsutsuki clan could learn. All they do is just consume the world's life force. Here it's Chakra. Kaguya, your grandmother, came here to absorb it for herself. Then she fell in love and had her 2 children, your father. We knew the clan and the man who betrayed her, setting her onto the right path as she was supposed to be as an Otsutsuki. We're not surprised. Humanity always feared power, something they could not imagine. That is why we left, knowing fully well if we had stayed, things would have gone the same way for us. We would have been hunted down, and we would have been killed. I have one question though, said Kurama, but before he could ask, Naruto then said, why are you telling us all this? That is because, my dear boy, you're not gonna leave from here. What? Said Naruto, now a bit scared and confused. Because we cannot compromise our safety. You will remain here until we trust you enough to let go. As Naruto then sat still, what would happen if anyone finds out I'm missing? They would just keep on looking for you. And think about it. You would be learning from us. We will be willing to teach you after we trust you our ways. As Naruto, after that, thought for a moment. This was a golden opportunity that has fallen into his hands out of nowhere. And so he accepted. Immediately. Good. This tent is yours, but Elder, it's mine. You will stay with him, Miranda. Watch over him. And so, Eleanor left, leaving Miranda and Naruto alone. Who pinched the bridge of her nose and then said, okay, my name is Miranda, what's yours? Naruto? Naruto Uzumaki. Right. I'm sure, Naruto, that you have some parents that would be worried about you. No, I'm actually an orphan. As Miranda's eyes widened as she saw it, I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean to. It's alright. It's alright. You really don't have anyone who would be looking for you? No, I guess not. If he remembers me, then maybe my Gigi, who is also the leader of my village. As afterwards, Miranda looked towards Naruto like he was a bit lonely and pitied him. Afterwards, time passed by, and Naruto, for some reason, was shown around the elf village, which was not a village, basically the size of Konoha, but much more bigger, because a lot of elves lived there. As Miranda told him that almost half of the population of elves have moved here, of all different sorts. Each and every elf had different element that they had mastered. Some were fire elves, some were water elves, some were earth style elves, and then there were lightning, wind, and nature related elves. As Naruto was fascinated, and then he looked at one of the few elves who were in training. They were just standing still and focusing with their hand in front, as immediately a tree grew out and then it bore fruits. Naruto's eyes widened. How did he? That is our connection with nature. We are the nature elves. We can talk to it, connect with it, and make it grow to our advantage. That is why I was able to capture you in the first place, said Miranda with a smirk. What? I grew that tree that you bumped into and knocked yourself out. Hey, said Naruto, looking a bit offended as Miranda laughed. Afterwards, some more weeks passed and Naruto was getting used to there. People who were elves there who were getting used to Naruto because they could tell that he was really a kind and good soul. The nature, who was always silent and yet not to them, was speaking out to them on behalf of Naruto without him noticing, and that is why they were being so kind in the first place. So, the day finally came after a few months that Naruto had won their trust, that he could begin training with them. And so when he did, he was shocked the first time he heard the voice of the nature itself. It was calm, it was soothing, and it told Naruto that it has been convincing the elves on his behalf, which made him blush. And then he asked, why? Not like he was someone who was that important, right? But the voice remained quiet, as a gust of wind raced past by his face, as if caressing his face lovingly. I don't know what to say. You don't need to. Nature is a bit weird. It shows affection to those who are purest, which surprisingly most of the elves even are not. Somehow you are, said Miranda with a bit of jealousy in her voice, which Naruto could hear and then smiled. At least I'm better at you with something, he said jokingly as Miranda bonked him on the head. Yeah, but I'm tall enough, as Naruto then said, I'm gonna grow old, just you wait and see. And so, time passed. Unaware to Miranda, she has gotten used to Naruto to the point that as he was growing, she began to see him much more than just a friend. And same could be said for Naruto as well. As Naruto reached at the age of 13, he had learned how to communicate and connect with the true source of chakra, the nature itself, and command it to his aid whenever needed. He could grow out trees, grow out forests if needed to be, and also he was able to grow out wooden structures that looked like dragons as well as golems. As when the elves asked how was he able to do this, he then said with a smile, there was a Hokage in our village, the first Hokage, Hashirama Senju. He had a close connection with nature itself, and he could grow out trees, forests, and even structures made out of wood and nature. I just tried to think maybe if I could, and it happened, said Naruto, who was amazingly happy about it. The elves were impressed. They too began to use the golems to help around and patrol around with them. They were tall, almost indestructible, and were capable of being used in both offense and defense. But that wasn't all. Eleanor one day summoned him alongside with Miranda inside her tent. Because she was the elder, she had a white tent aside from the normal brown ones, and within she sat in front of a small fire with a few other elders. Naruto, you have become a part of our village and our society, so we have to ask you. We are more than ready to let you leave and return back to your world, because we know you might be eager to return. Are you willing to keep this a secret? But the thing is, if you leave, you can never return again, and you must keep this a secret. As Naruto's smile dropped, here he was treated as a normal human, a friend, someone who was a part of a society. There he was hated. As Naruto now was conflicted. I don't know, elder. I promise I'll keep it a secret, but what do you mean I can't return back? You are all like a family to me. We are aware of that, but we can't compromise our safety, Naruto. We will change the barriers and everything so that not even you can get in. As Naruto began to cry, I can't choose that. You are all like a family to me. As he looked towards Miranda, who was equally sad but looking down with a cold expression, because she knew that Naruto was going to leave in the end. Or so she thought. I decided I will stay. I won't leave. as her eyes widened and head snapped upwards. What? Are you sure? I mean, what if you miss out on your dream of being the Hokage? Not worth it. I have all and everything I ever dreamed of here. The elder smiled. The others as well. You can leave, Naruto. But I wish to stay. You can return anytime you want. The nature itself then said, we trust you. As Naruto even heard it, he was overwhelmed. As Miranda then said, with Naruto later on, so this is it, huh? Yeah, I guess. I still don't know why I must leave, but I guess this is it. You better return, okay? I'm giving you this. It was a necklace made out of stones that were shaped, crafted by hand into the form of stars and moon. As Naruto knew what it meant, as soon as he received it, he hugged her. And you get to keep this. He had crafted a badly crafted moon. As she chuckled, you need to work on your crafting skills. Hey, I'm trying my best. And in elf, it meant both were engaged to one another. Miranda has grown to love Naruto, and same could be said for Naruto as well. They had stayed for years together and were already acting like a couple. Just don't stay out there for too long. I promise I won't. I don't know why I'm being sent there, but the voice of the nature tells me that I'm needed. And as it guides me, I will find my way home to you. I promise. And as soon as Naruto began to leave, Miranda cried. Naruto didn't look back because he knew if he did, he too would cry as well. As the elder placed a hand on Miranda's shoulder. Elder-sama, do not worry. That boy is a fated child and had a promise to that world already. I know he will return. And so, Naruto, with nature and Kurama's help, was able to return to Shinobi World. Who was shocked to see him and find him alive. They thought that Naruto was lost in forest, and that was true, because to them he was. He was searched everywhere, thought to be dead or missing, but he has returned. Finally, after finding a way back home. And so, it was hard at first, but after a year or so, Naruto was integrated back. Naruto didn't want to learn the shinobi arts because he knew the true meaning of them. He trained on his own in night and then became a member of Team 7 because he was able to pass through the test. And then, he shocked everyone when the Chunin exams happened. He made a wooden barrier of forests, tall trees around the whole village. As the enemy forces were pushed back and outside, they couldn't just step inside. The forest was so dense, so much trees, not even a single area to place your foot at. In the end, Konoha by default was protected, and everyone began to look towards Naruto like he was some sort of saint or something. But Naruto denied it all. But that wasn't all. Now this had painted a huge target on his back, especially by the hands of the likes of Orochimaru and Akatsuki. So they tried to act again, but this time Naruto summoned 1,000 wooden golems and dragons made out of wood of nature. Guided by the spirit of nature itself, he knew what he had to do. They were the true source of bad omen and energy that he needed to destroy. And so he did. While Konoha and the rest of the elemental nation just watched what was unfolding in front of their eyes. A power like this, a power that could destroy nations, existed, and it was within Konoha. Konoha was proud for the first time ever. And after Naruto had done this at the age of 16, only 3 years after his return, Hiruzen decided to give him his heritage. Naruto took it, finally finding out who his parents were and what they had done for Konoha. Naruto decided it was time to return because the nature, it has told Naruto the promise was fulfilled. As Naruto one night wrote down a letter and then left. The letter was found next day by Hiruzen. As in it read, "Dear Gigi, if you're reading this, then I am gone. Do not try to look for me. My years in forest have taught me one thing, and that was peace, love, and so much relaxation of mind and ease. 3 years back, and I was under so much pressure, intense, and anger that I knew if I stayed here I would lose myself, my true self. I am promised to the nature and its people. I'm returning there. I do not wish to seek any chance of our meeting again or any anger of Konoha. I just wish to leave and live my life in peace. I hope you all do the same. The rest of you and Konoha. Do not find me. Naruto. Luzin placed down the letter on the table and rubbed his forehead. How am I going to explain to the council that our biggest weapon is just disappeared? That's the deal, Sensei, said Jiraiya. He never was our weapon. Returned, only to fulfill the prophecy before leaving back. How can you be so sure, Jiraiya? The toads told me that. Last night. Naruto has found his true family in the forest, and he has returned to it. How come we can't find him then? We have searched that forest thousands of times already before. You won't be able to. There are forces and beings that exist here that are hidden. Again with the elf theory, seriously, nobody believes in that. They're nothing more than myth, fantasy. Believe what you want to believe, Sensei. As Hirusan chuckled. Well, Jiraiya knew, because the toads knew, that elves were indeed real, and Naruto somehow might have found them, and has become a member of their society, winning their trust, which no human has ever done in history, aside from the Grand Elder's friend, the Sage of the Sixth Path, himself. As this is where I will be not leaving the story off because there is something left I forgot about. As on the other side, with Naruto, he arrived at the barriers. As soon as he entered with a deep breath, he found Miranda there, standing with the elders and many other elves. She dashed forward towards Naruto and gave him a hug and then a kiss. Took you long enough, you idiot. You're an elf, Miranda. 3 years were more like 3 blinks of an eye for you. But you don't know how long they were for me. As Naruto felt impressed as Eleanor looked towards him, the elder. Welcome back, son. And we're proud that you didn't reveal our secret to anyone and fulfilled the fated prophecy and returned to us. You knew about this, didn't you? Of course. And that is why I let the nature guide you without spoiling fun for you. Welcome back. It's happy to have you here again, son. As everyone cheered for him, as he was the first true human, even before the sage who has fulfilled his promise and had returned. And now they trusted him fully because the nature itself has voiced its opinions onto Naruto. And they were good. And now that he was back, everyone trusted and believed in him completely. He was married down with elf ceremony with Eleanor there with Miranda. And they settled in. Naruto was starting a life with an elf. The girl he grew up with and fell in love after she beated him and brought him back to the village. As now finally, this is where I will be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my other channel as well. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.